Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I'm here today in Durham, England, up in the north. This is a tour we're taking with Visit Britain, and I'm here with our guide, Anna, from Newcastle Tour Company. We are going to Newcastle next, but Anna was kind enough to take us around this wonderful city, and this is indeed a wonderful city, and we're going to talk about this and a whole lot more on Insider Travel Report. Anna, first of all, it was a quick tour. It was a speed walking, whistle-stop tour, and we went through all this wonderful old town. I think it only has, how many people, 50,000?
Yeah, just about 50,000 people in the city of Durham, so quite a small city, but it has a mighty cathedral and castle and a history that spans back 1,000 years.
It's amazing, and so we first started in the downtown area, and of course this is a university town. We passed, I think it's the Durham University Business School first, yes. And then the rest of the universities spread out beyond that. How many students are here roughly?
Over 20,000 students are in the city of Durham, so when it's student time they make up about half of the population here in the city, and we get over 2 million visitors every year.
That's amazing. And then of course we took advantage of it being a student city last night. We were going to all the pubs and the bars and the restaurants. There are a lot of them. I didn't go the whole night. I wasn't quite that good, but it's really a fun city to be in, right?
It is, yeah, and it is a great starting point to explore the county, the wider region as well. So you can make this your stopping point, and from here in a star shape, in very short periods of time, half an hour's journey, you can go to all of the wonderful attractions around the county as well.
Well, let's talk about where you took us. You took us to this one square that had this sort of strange statue with a coffin. What was that?
Yeah, so this is a sculpture called The Journey by Fenwick Lawson, who's a local artist, and it depicts 6 monks carrying the coffin of St. Cuthbert, one of the great Anglo-Saxon saints in Britain, and he is buried in Durham Cathedral. He is the reason the cathedral was initially built in stone in 1093.
And then you took us back to the main square of the town, and really interesting sculptures and an interesting center of the town as well, right?
Yeah, it's a very popular market square with markets being held regularly there still today, and the sculpture I showed you is called The Man on the Horse. It depicts a coal baron of the region who had a huge equestrian statue erected in his honour on the market square.
And of course your other statue, well, there are 3 statues there, but the other one you really focused on was the statue of all things Neptune, which was very interesting because we're not near the sea.
No, we're standing on the banks of the River Wear, and it's a good half-hour journey by car to get to the sea from here, but the River Wear was not navigable by boat.
As you can see in the background there, waterfalls, and it's just kind of crazy. It's really a beautiful river, by the way. We're going to talk about that in a second, but it was a fascinating square, and then we went down some old medieval streets, and you mentioned some of the alleyways that go to different places that you might miss.
Yeah, so Durham has a lot of secret little alleyways that are known as vennels, and they are sort of a secret passageway where you can bypass the throng of the people through the main town, and they date back many centuries and are a fun way to explore the city too.
And they also have little cafes and bars and everything in them if you look at that. And then we went over a medieval bridge. It was actually a pretty wide bridge, and that was pretty amazing because it gave great views of the cathedral and of course the river, right?
Yes, so one of the 2 medieval bridges, Framwell Gate Bridge, that we passed dates back to the 12th century and was the medieval route for pilgrims to get to the castle and the cathedral. It gives the best view of the castle and the cathedral at a distance.
No, it's amazing. And then we walked along the river, and that's a sort of a popular thing to do, is to walk up and down on both sides through a park now, right?
Yeah, so the old town of Durham sits on a little peninsula, and surrounding it is the River Wear, and there's beautiful river walks on both sides of the river through woodland, and it's a nice way to explore the city on foot.
Yeah, so we went down there, and again, great views of the castle and of course the cathedral. And let's talk a little bit about the cathedral. We didn't have time this time to go inside, but it is one of the best largest cathedrals in England, right?
It is. The foundation stone was laid in 1093 and it was a Norman design. It is a great cathedral that has some Celtic reminiscence in it as well. It's the shrine of St. Cuthbert and the Venerable Bede, and it is a major attraction, UNESCO World Heritage Site since the 1980s, and one of the great cathedrals in England.
And then there's a castle next to it, and so it's really an impressive area. And it's obviously a reason to come back, I think, to see that cathedral. Cathedral. And again, this is a center of the area around here. Although we're going to the next center, we're now off to Newcastle.
Yeah.
In fact, we have to get on the coach because we're going to be late. I'm going to miss the coach. I don't want to do that.
We better run.
We better run. Thank you, Anna, for spending some time, and thank you for that wonderful walking tour. Very quick, and it was a speedy one, I got to tell you. But it was good. It's a little cold out today, so this is a wonderful city, and to bring your clients. We stayed at the Radisson Blu here, but there are a lot of other hotels all around. And again, thanks very much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.